It's just a great movie.
An essential. You know how the key to life is not having regrets? Well, I have a great regret, and that is that early in my life, when I went to California, I had a contract with the Desilu Studios, and I used to go on the set a lot when they were shooting the I Love Lucy shows. And they were photographed by Karl Freund, who is the man, the fabulous man who photographed this movie.
Yeah.
All those years before. And when I think now that he was there, available, sitting on the set, you know, when there were breaks and everything, that I didn't ever go over and talk to him and pick his brain about filming movies in Germany and the other great work he did when he came to Hollywood.
Right.
But it's really masterful work that he did on this movie. And but so interesting, I think, to go from movies like Metropolis and groundbreaking things like that to staying in step with the times. And when television came along,
doing I Love Lucy.
Doing I Love Lucy, yeah.
I feel like this is just one of those movies that was first. Mm-hmm. It changed things, it influenced people. And I think what really affects me about the film the most is the message of the film, which is the mediator between the head and the hands must be the heart. Mm-hmm. And to have a film that explores such deep and rich themes, the biggest themes we explore in our life, you know, with people's positions, power, religion, is to say that the mediator between the head and the hands must be the heart is so beautiful.
Yes, it is. And the last message of the movie.
And that the son was the mediator. Mm-hmm. And I loved understanding and seeing that as he's putting, you know, the two men, which are the metaphors between the people who do the work and the people who run it, you know, putting them together and being that mediator. I loved it. I loved this movie. I think it is so profound. I think it is an original in every sense of the word.
I just wonder how many years Maria's going to have to spend on a psychiatrist's couch after all she goes through at the end of the movie, being chased and everything. She thinks she's safe, and then she's hanging off a building, and she's, you know, what a life.
I mean, she really does go through everything in this
Interesting
film.
woman, that Brigitte Helm, who plays that interesting face.
She was 17
yeah, something like that.
at the time of the film filming?
One of the ones they actually auditioned for it or thought about was Dietrich, Marlene Dietrich for it.
Oh, really? I didn't read that.
Yeah, but just an interesting face. And then she kind of turned her back on films and totally disappeared, would never talk about it again, have anything to do with anybody talking about Metropolis. But she had such an interesting look and face.
Yeah.
Well, we move on.
Okay.
Here's a preview of what's coming up next week on The Essentials. The Pink Panther, 1964. This is a film you never get tired of watching.
Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau is one of the most important performances for comedy.
Peter Sellers and Blake Edwards are pure magic as a combination actor-director.
When we talk about great filmmakers, Blake Edwards will always go to the top of my list.
Ooh. From 1964, The Pink Panther. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more at tcm.com. Thanks for joining us for The Essentials.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, cinematographer Karl Freund brings German expressionism to The Seventh Cross. Then Karl makes his directorial debut unraveling The Mummy. And Lon Chaney Jr. adds to the eerie atmosphere with Spider Baby.